everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot, Tuesday, and doing things a bit out of sync, a bit out of time because of jingle bells and all that stuff that's going on in my life at the moment. Little Jack Russell snoring in the background as I do this reading. Today's theme, men that have been very vocal supporters of Harry and Meghan, who might now be rather embarrassing to them. Deviant Moon Tarot on the tarot table, and the man we're looking at now is Tyler Perry. And Tyler Perry, of course, famously offered the Parkles refuge when they had to flee Canada as lockdown happened, and Justin Trudeau said, sorry, can't pay for your security because the Canadians are going to rise up with their pitchforks and impale me with them. And Tyler Perry graciously offered them his home, even though he'd never met them at that point. He's also, of course, famously Lily Betts' godfather. But now it turns out that Prince Harry is going to be missing Tyler Perry's tribute, the Paley Honours Award, and they describe Tyler Perry as a visionary icon. And this award thing is happening on the 4th of December, and it was announced months ago on the website. Harry and Meghan are listed at top of the list of attendees, the Honours Committee, the hosting committee. In all their glory, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex together. But lo and behold, they are not attending the awards on the 4th of December together. Only Meghan is going. People magazine has announced this, so it must be true, because we know who submits all the little puff pieces to People. So Harry, coincidentally or not, is attending an event at exactly the same time, but on the opposite coast. He is attending the New York Times Deal Book Conference. He seems to be there as a representative of Better Up, and it's with the usual suspects: Bill Clinton, Katie Couric, Serena, Brooke Shields, all of those. So Harry has decided to be in New York, and Meghan is left on her own to go to the Tyler Perry thing. And the Tyler Perry thing might now be a bit of a poisoned chalice, given all the diddy and didn't he stuff that's being speculated about. So that might be why Harry decided to stay away. We're going to ask with the Deviant Moon Tarot. And of course, let's remind you, because it's tricky territory legally, that this is just tarot for fun and entertainment, and it's all my opinion and all speculation, and we only read energy here around these rumors and speculations. And of course, disclaimer in the box below, please do your own research and form your own opinions about whatever is going on. Now, what did I want to add to this whole thing? Oh, the most important thing about this whole Tyler Perry event, the Paley Honours thing, is that this has been on the divorce watch for a long time, especially since the Parkles divorced their brands and went their separate ways, at least in terms of business, because people have been saying if they don't show up together for Tyler Perry, godfather, kind lender of homes to homeless Parkles, then something is really going on in that marriage. So we're going to ask, why isn't Harry going to be at this event? How does Meghan feel being left to attend on her own? And is it anything to do with the diddy or didn't he stuff? And where are we in the divorce watch as a result of this going their separate ways on separate coasts? The delightful duo. Where are we in all of that? Oh, these are very slidey cards. Never mind. They're doing their own thing. I just go along with what they tell me to do, basically. And what is the story with this Tyler Perry thing? Going to be very interesting, of course. There is potential that Harry could jump on a plane or private jet and whiz back just in time. Maybe he will. We have the Six of Cups here. It's a card of old friends harmony, hanging out with people from your past, happy memories, all of that stuff. The Six of Cups represents that kind of energy. And so for this Tyler Perry thing, that would be good energy, because as I say, visionary icon, and it's all people who've been through the years, have been part of his illustrious career. And yes, there is some snark in that word, in my opinion. Interesting energy. So that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with that tribute, that celebrating someone's past. The future might not be so exciting for him. Well, it might be exciting, but in a different kind of a way. Of course, just speculating. Situation we're dealing with, Parkles on Separate Coasts. Page of Pentacles is small energy. It kind of workmanlike in this context. The Page of Pentacles has got to make deals, has got to schmooze, has got to put connections together for money making things, opportunities. So Harry has got to do his grifting on the East Coast, and Meghan's got to do hers on the West Coast. She was very busy in Venice Beach. Sidley twins had a very interesting video about how she might have covered quite a few events in all of 10 minutes last weekend. Worth watching, and they do speculate where she might be living as well, just down the road. So that's that kind of merching, grifting, making little contacts, making little connections, gaining a bit of money because you've shown up and promoted allegedly someone's cooking brand, someone's pots and pans, or someone's book, or Better Up, or all that kind of stuff. So they're working, but in a very low key is the wrong word, a kind of insignificant way, quite humbling for them to have to go and grift like this. And yes, I'm using that word advisedly, given how they were described by that Spotify guy. So why isn't Harry going to the Tyler Perry tribute? Someone who should really be supporting, given the kindness to him. Three of Pentacles in reverse. It's the teamwork card. These are truly grotesque images. Sorry about that. But it's in reverse. I'm going it alone. I'm not part of that team anymore. Don't want to be part of that team. Don't count me as one of them. It's not dangerously or emphatically keep me away from them. We might get to that energy later in this reading, but it's just, no, I'm going on my own now. That's your stuff over there. That's your team, not my team. Maybe he plays for a whole other team now, Harry. Ha ha ha. But it's definitely, I'm not part of that. And interestingly, last seen at Tyler Perry's birthday, when it should have been Harry's big weekend, his 40th birthday, I think Harry is over it, over that whole group. It's about time he was over it, in my opinion. Maybe it's too late to be over it, we don't know. Let's see how Meghan feels about the fact that she's going to be going on her own to this event, and Harry is going to be in much more illustrious company, probably in New York. That's my opinion, of course. How does she feel? Ooh, we've got the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this hurts. The Seven of Swords is the ghosting card and the disappearing act card and the shady behavior card and getting out of dodge card when it's upright. Someone running away with things that aren't really theirs, but disappearing, going away, leaving her holding the bag. Because the Seven of Swords is in the reverse, that means she's the one who's now got to go to this quite difficult event. There's been a lot of speculation that this might actually be cancelled. A lot of people have speculated around and about in social media that a whole lot of people might really not want to be seen at the event, given the current state of celebrity world, in particularly the United States. And she's the one who's going to be exposed. She's the one that is going to have to go to this rather awkward event, and she doesn't really want to. That's just my opinion based on the cards and the energy from the cards. So she's not a happy woman. anything to do with the diddy or didn't he energy that Harry is staying well away, as putting a whole continent between him and his wife and this event. Any of that in here? Knight of Pentacles. I'm getting more the grifting card. That's Harry, and Harry re-establishing himself in the world where he thinks he belongs. That's the world, the international politics, charity, you know, foundations, do-goody type stuff where you might win some kind of Nobel Prize if you grift away for long enough at those events. And yes, tremendous amount of snark coming from me today. It's supposed to be Christmas spirit. I'll try and find some in myself later on today. But when I read on this lot, no, there's no Christmas spirit spare for me. And so the Knight of Pentacles, it's not about staying away because it's toxic and doesn't want to be seen and worried about all of that stuff. I've read on it before, and I think Harry really thinks he's immune to all of this because he's been protected for so long from the consequences of his own life choices and behavior. But there's our Knight of Pentacles. He's putting himself back on the path that he was knocked off by his association with this crowd over here. Doesn't want to be part of that anymore, wants to be part of the important people in New York. So it's all about the grift. It's all about his sense of self and trying to get himself back on track and show the world that he's a man of substance, not a straw man, and take me seriously because I'm Prince Harry. So where are we in the divorce watch thing, that they're going their separate ways like this? Is this just divorcing their brand, or is it more serious than that? Oh, we've got the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is upright. So the Two of Cups is, we're still partners. We're not ready to let go of each other just yet. A bit disappointing, I have to say. I would love to see that card in reverse. But give it time. Give it time. And for the time being, we're going to hang on to each other desperately. I suspect we've got to get through things like the Invictus Games in Canada in February. Things like that before the terrible news comes to all of us that there are no more. So we're going to just have to carry on for a while. I don't think that shows reconciliation at all. I think if there was going to be reconciliation, then Harry would be at the Tyler Perry thing, and there would be lots of clutching. The claw would be all over him. As I said, tiny possibility that he might fling himself on a private jet and show up. But this energy tells me that he's more focused on New York and the networks and the having to be put to work for Better Up. Needs to be doing some of that work, maybe visa related. One can only speculate, but they're still together, and you can't see me doing it, but I'm doing air quotes when I say that word, together. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.